Hello my friends, back again with me. Today we're going to model this Kentucky Bourbon, which is an item from Red Dead Redemption 2. We will create the model along with the textures that I have created previously, and you guys can simply download it. It's free for learning purpose only, link in the description. We're going to take a deep look at the textures and cover this glass emboss using a displacement node on it. Also, we will create this twister tornado cap on the bottle, and here on the back of the bottle we could see that the textures is the same. I use Blender version 4.3 here, which is the latest update from Blender. It's a huge update and it's more stable, but the tutorial still works on the previous versions, no worry. Without further ado, let's hop on and ride your iron horse. Delete all the objects on the viewport and move to the front view. Hit Shift plus A to add a new object and search for reference on the image section. Look for the bottle reference that you have downloaded before, then scale and place it right on the middle. Here on your right, click that red gallery symbol and decrease the opacity. Once again, Shift plus A to add a new object, but now look for cylinder. Leave the vertices to its default value and scale the cylinder smaller until it fits the twister here. Hit Ctrl plus A, then apply the scale. Press Tab to go in edit mode, then delete the top and the bottom face. Hold Alt and left click to select the loop edge, then move the top and the bottom loop edge to match the edge of the reference. Press Tab again to back in object mode, then hit Ctrl plus 2 to add a 2-level subdivision modifier. Right click the object and set it smooth. In edit mode, select one of the vertical edges from the cylinder, then hit Shift plus G and choose face angle. Pick select on the top panel here and look for checker deselect. Press S, then Shift plus Z to scale it except for the Z axis. Press N to open set panel options, and here on the item sections, increase the min crease to 1. On the right here, click that blue range symbol and click add modifier. On the deform sections, look for simple deform, not complicated deform. Place the simple deform above the subdivisions and change the axis to Z. Now we could rotate the angle on it, and here I put around 80 degrees. In edit mode, hit Ctrl plus R to add a loop cut and scroll up to increase the cuts to 2. On the subdivision modifier, turn on the subdivision result by clicking this last icon, and then we just simply arrange the circle loop on the cylinder until it satisfies your desire. In object mode, press Shift plus D to duplicate the cylinder, then on the layer panel, select the original one, give it a name and hide it for a backup. Now we could apply the simple deform on the duplicated cylinder. Turn off the subdivision result preview and add a loop cut on the bottom and move it close to the end. Also add the same loop cut on the top too. Now select the edge loop on the last bottom, then hit E, then Z to extrude it on the Z axis. Just a small touch. Scale it a little, then right click the edge loop, loop tools, and circle. So to turn on this add-on, you must go to edit, preference, and search for loop tools on the extension for version 4.3, and in the add-on for the older version. I also use Blender Kit add-on here, it's very useful. Do the same method for the top cylinder, which is extrude, scale, then circle it. Hit R to rotate the circle until the vertex is centered for both the top and the bottom circle. No need to be perfect, but it will help us later, especially when we model the bottom of the bottle. On the subdivision modifier, we could turn off the edit preview by clicking this icon here, and just play around with this. Now we just simply trace the top bottle shape and rearrange the shape until it's looking good. For the top circle here, we extrude it up to reach the Olympus, and press F to fill it with face. Hit Ctrl plus B to bevel the edge and scroll up to increase the segment to 3. Scale it a little, then place 2 loop cuts in the middle here. Adjust its position until it traces the reference and delete the top face. Add a single loop cut here on the middle, then bevel it with 1 segment. Then add 1 more on the top and drag it down close to the bottom edge. Continue to work on the bottom. Extrude once here, then place a small extrude one more time. Now extrude all the way down and scale it until it reaches the bottle corner. Move to the top view, select 1, 2, 3, 4, the vertex here, and 1, 2, 4, and here, while holding Ctrl. Then hit S, then Y, then 0 to straighten it, and go the same for the bottom. On the right here, you select the vertex using box select, then hit S, then X, then 0, and do this also on the left. So now the shape is a circle on the top, then square pants on the bottom. Move to the front view and hit Alt plus Z to turn on the main ray, I mean X-ray. Box selects all the bottom square vertex, then scale it a little. Add two loop cuts on the top here, then scale it to fit the reference. Select the last bottom square loop and extrude it all down, but leave a small space for a bevel later. Move to the left view and scale all the square vertex on the y-axis until it's thinner, maybe around that thin. Extrude the last square down, fill it with face and bevel it with two segments. Move to the bottom view and select the middle square. Press I to insert a face and don't go crazy on its size or the vertex will be overlapped. Select the 4 vertices on the corner here which are almost overlapped and scale it on the x-axis. And wiggle the face a little. Now move to the front view. Extrude it to the top and scale it to create a small seam. Insert one more face on it to make it more sharp, or you could just place a loop cut near to the seam. Now back to the front view and place a 6 loop cut on the bottle body, then scale it a little on the z-axis. Lastly, for the cork, just place a new cylinder and decrease the vertices to 16 because we don't need too much detail on it. Scale it and place it to the top. Scale the bottom face smaller than the top and then put 3 segment bevel on both of them. Subdiv and set smooth. Back to the bottle and add a solidify modifier which is located on the generate section. So it creates an overlapping result here on the inner bottle. We could apply the solidify and fix them manually, but the tutorial will be too long, so just leave it for that. Moreover, we did not create the inner liquid on this bourbon because the glass is dark. Oh, and on the top here, just extrude then immediately scale the loop circle to fill the cap. Congrats, we have done the modeling process. And let's add some magic to this bottle. First of all, move to the shading tab here on the top and let's set up some render options. On the right of you, click this retro TV symbol here and change the render engines to cycles and the device to GPU. You could use Eevee here, especially on the latest version of Blender, because Eevee now support ray tracing. I put an HDRI to the environment using Easy HDRI add-on, links on the description. Click plus new on the middle here to add a new material node. Press Shift plus A to add a new node, then search for image texture. Connect color to base color and change repeat to extend on the image texture. Then click open and search for the texture color that you have downloaded. Now it looks like garbage, but no worries, we'll fix it now. Move to the UV editing window on the top. Select the top loop edge and the bottom from the bottle body, then select the vertical edge on the corner left here and the right on the back corner here too. After all is selected, hit U and choose Mark Seam. Select the loop circle on the neck and followed by the left and right corner of the front here. Once again, U and Mark Seam. For the cap is unnecessary, but we could simply unwrap it by slicing the cylinder cap into half. Just select the middle edge on the back above the neck seam and just follow along that edge to the top. Hit U and Mark Seam. Lastly, select all the edge by pressing A, then press U and unwrap. Angel Base. Now on the UV window on your left, select all the UV by pointing your cursor to the shape and press L to like this video. To select link. Then select all the UV except for the perfect square one and move them away out the border. Now we could just select all the square UV with box selects, and to preview the change, just hit Z and change the view to material preview or render preview. Then we could rotate and place the square UV until it fits covering the bottle. Press S then Y to scale the height of the UV and you might need patience and wisdom to do this. Just take it slowly. No need to rush, because what you need is a trust. It might be hard to align the heads, but it's okay. Always remember to take a look on the UV corner, because that will snap the back and the front textures together. Now select the bottom square and place it at the same place. Rotate and move it until the two designs are connected. Oh, and I forgot something. Let's get back to bottle modifier and place the solidifier above subdivision. Yeah, that's it, my friends. And that's it's reggae music, my friend. So if you have done aligning the UV, go back to shading window, then duplicate the image texture and just place it here at the top. Move the material output away so we have more space, and then search for a mix shader. Place the mix shader before the output, then connect color from image textures to the fact. Change the image by clicking this folder icon and look for the alpha textures. Add a glass BSDF node and connect it to the shader empty input. Add invert color on the front alpha textures to flip the contrast. Duplicate the mix shader one more time and place it on the front here. Duplicate image textures and connect it to fact like before, then change the textures to metallic. Add new metallic BSDF, then connect it to shader input slot and change the color to goldy yellow. This node is available in Blender version 4.3, I guess. So if you have the old version, just use basic principled BSDF and play around with its metallic, or you can watch my other video that specifically talks about texturing. For the paper texture, add a noise textures and bump node. Connect color to H on the bump and normal to normal on the BSDF. Increase the strength on the noise textures to 200, the tail to H, and roughness to 0.H. Like you see here, we have some issues with the textures. So there is a gap between the front and the back, and I guess we should sing a reggae song again. So here you just simply move the UV until there is no white border in it, and it's fixed the issue. Back again to shading tab and adjust the strength on the bump. Then duplicate image textures for the last time and change the image to displacement. Add displacement node and connect color to its H, then displacement to displacement on the output. Add invert color to change the displacement directions, and here on the material properties, unfold settings, then change displacement to displacement and bump. Decrease the scale on the displacement node to 0.001, and let's go back to the UV editing window and place the other UV that we have left behind. Select this triangle UV here, which is the front of the bottle body, and move it to the image. Oh, and change the image to displacement 2 on the top here, and then place it fit with the image. Now we could change the color on the glass BSDF node to be darker. Back to layout and time for finishing. On the material of the bottle, add a new material layer by clicking this plus icon on the corner. Then add more loop cuts here on the bottleneck. Select the loop face on the neck and click new to create new material, then click assign. Assign another face loop 2 on the top of the bottle here, just follow me along. On the base color, change the color to deep green by using the eyedropper tool here. Add a new material layer for the gold and select the middle face loop, then assign it to the third layer. Adjust the height of it by pressing G twice to select the loop cut. Then copy the metallic node on the first layer to the third layer material node. If you installed Blender Kit, in the top here, unfold this arrow and search for cork. Then just drag and drop the material to the object. Let's unwrap this cork to fix the stretching texture here. Hit slash to isolate it, then in edit mode, select the middle circle loop on the top and the bottom. Select the vertical edge that connects two of them vertically, hit U and mark seam. Lastly, select all the edges by pressing A then press U and unwrap. On the subdivision modifier, unfold advance, then change UV smooth to keep corners junctions. And hit slash again to unisolate the cork. And I think that's it for today, guys. Please consider subscribing to this channel because it means support. Share, comments your thoughts about it, and thumbs up too. Thank you so much and see you in other creation.